social support?
Well, he already put it
In your quest for success?
legal, so.
Matt, did you do the?
Wait, how did you?
He didn't get it
Matt,
right.
did you do the topic proposal?
Yeah.
You did?
How did you get it to show the?
You have to.
You have to have Google Sheets or something.
You just click on the share.
Speaker notes. You go to settings and then speaker notes.
Wait. Can you just?
Oh.
I need to update it. Or do I need to? Wait.
Do you have Google Slides?
Wait. We might. I gotta download Google Slides.
The American Apparel and Footwear Association.
I don't really talk that much.
You'll be our question answerer.
Yeah.
We're like, yeah.
Someone's gonna ask something about.
I
I don't
thought of
actually.
it. I thought of the idea. Actually, we didn't. We got it off a Japanese website.
Yeah, we did.
Don't tell
Also,
me
we
Teddy-
were
Teddy's asking if he found it.
What?
Teddy found it.
He
Found the Japanese website.
didn't find it. He didn't find it.
No, the idea came from him.
Oh, that's terrible.
What if we do a little, like, ask the audience, like, when you think of mental health, what do you think of?
Do it.
We told Lauer that, and Lauer, like, died.
Dying. Yeah, he did.
I should tie some.
We're not allowed to
Entrepreneurs don't wear ties.
Don't you know anything? Yeah.
Oh, at the end, you want me to pull up the picture that I made?
Yeah.
All right.
Someone's gonna laugh really hard at the pictures. That's so funny. Did you
Such
see
a
what
good
they
picture.
play?
Yeah. Tell you what, it's energy.
Yeah, those ties. Yeah, I know. I was
Someone's gonna crack up.
Yeah, they are. It's hilarious.
Yeah, it's really funny.
Yeah, what's a job?
Oh, awesome. Yeah, I got it.
I don't know. Dude,
I looked up your brother's idea. They just started implementing.
Yeah, I don't know how my group one.
Really? Oh, yeah, 4 months ago.
Yeah, but I didn't delivery food.
Yeah, and they also do like other stuff.
It's already a thing. It was already a thing. That's amazing. All right.
Back, you get it?
We're not gonna, Anthony. Where did Anthony go?
Market.
Wait, what?
Anthony left.
2013,
Anthony.
U.S.-based consumers about the
Oh,
most
he's right
for
there.
capital.
He's right there.
You want to just double check,
US-based
make sure
consumers
he's going
about the
first.
most
Right?
shoes
Mr.
per
Huback.
capita in 2013,
Anthony's going
report
first, right?
By the American Apparel and
Anthony's
Footwear
going first.
Association.
Oh, hi. I'm at the end.
also said that each
I didn't show you
individual
this.
can
Everyone else
choose
has seen it, but I'm going to put that up. That's what I made for today.
That's sick.
Oh, that's awesome.
What?
It's off right now.
What was I gonna say? I have like a couple things.
Yeah,
Okay.
man.
It's
So,
more about sports.
okay.
Did you find a team end picture?
I didn't do it.
Did we not?
No, because I thought you and David were going to find a picture.
All right, take your seats. Where are the sophomores?
Shakespeare Festival.
Oh, that's so Shakespeare.
That's all.
All right, so you're going to... Actually, all right, so once Piper's done... I'll do it. You're funny, Pipe.
Entrepreneurship.
Just a couple quick announcements. The first one's mainly for juniors and seniors. If you got a book on interlibrary loan through Ms. Hunt for any of your research projects, they need to be returned by the end of next week because we have to get them back to the Pratt Library before break. Second announcement, congratulations to the winners of the Book Slang Poetry Contest. First place was Noah Score, second place Makai Johnson, and third place Thomas
Yes, do it. Come on.
GTV is me covering the Loyola basketball game. Me, Hap, and Hudson are making our first call today, so you guys live in the
I'm gonna say again, before we drive, please remember to bring some stuff. Today's Friday, I'll send out a text over the weekend. So if you're out and about this weekend, try to pick up some things. Remember to check your emails and that you will not know what your advisor needs to bring in. Wrestling and indoor track also have stuff going on today. We got everything going on. So if you see some of those guys, have one of that. And yeah, let's definitely get some people with the traveling men and the green outfit, the arena for that. Also, over winter break, there's this service project going on at the UA House. Mr. Thompson told me to make an announcement about it. It's on the website, but if you're in town over break and you want to go down and help out down at the UA House with the kids in the service hours, hang out with the kids down there and have a good time, you can probably reach out to Dave and Thompson and check the website. Last thing, you could get some snow tomorrow. 1 to 3 inches, we'll see. All right, let's go.
All right. So on Monday, our president traveled to Utah, where he was greeted by protesters. The purpose of this trip was to announce 2 national monuments in the state of Utah would be reduced. So up here you can see the diagram. The gray areas are the reduction, what's left, and the red is what the park used to be. National monument, my bad. So the national monuments are protected by this thing called the Antiquities Act, and so there's currently a bill sponsored by a Utah congressman that's going to change this Antiquities Act. So they want to give the president the authority to reduce an existing national monument without an act of Congress, which is currently legal, which is what Trump has done. And then, man. All right. And they're going to prohibit landscape scale protections for sensitive landscapes and exceptional natural features. So what this means is that they can just do what they want. Right now, you can't go into somewhere that's a natural space that's protected and start building stuff or kind of doing what you want with it. And then thirdly, they're going to make it more difficult to invoke the Antiquities Act by mandating additional approval processes before the president could designate a national monument. In practice, in theory, this sounds great, right? Okay, it's going to be harder for someone to do something like this again. But since it's no longer going to be needed to be verified by Congress, this doesn't really do all that much. So why should we care, right? Well, the problem with this is that So President Trump's motivation, what he says his motivation is that he wants to protect local landowners and local interests. However, he didn't consult the Navajo nations that are on this land, that lay claim to this land, and he just kind of bypassed them and went ahead with it. And they are understandably a little upset about that. And so the big thing about this is it sets a precedent, right? And so it sets the precedent that it's okay to take our natural spaces that are protected and just do away with them. And take them and do things like oil development. So you guys can see the little black squares. Those are proposed oil and gas leases where the national monument used to be. So the motivation for this reduction is not entirely clean and motivated by local interests like Trump says it is. It's mainly motivated by oil and money. So in conclusion, I just want you guys to be aware of this, and I want you to, All right, the Access Fund, which is a climbing coalition. I know, climbing, okay, that's my thing. But more than that, it is a protector of outdoor lands and outdoor recreation. So they are currently suing Trump for doing this. And if you guys could go out and give them some support, accessfund.org, there's information on how to donate if you want to, or just support with your voice. Your voice can be heard. And this 5th period in the library, we're going to be having a tri-school dialogue on this. And I want to emphasize that I want all opinions, right? So I don't want it to be just people who are against this, because that's going to be really boring. But yeah, come out 5th period. Thanks for your time.
Is it on?
It is now.
Hey guys, my name's Doug.
I'm Fern.
I'm Mac.
I'm here to support.
Nope, your name's Michael. Your name's Fisher.
That's Mike. We are Shoe Shower.
Wait, just a little backstory. So we last Thursday and Friday was the startup experience, and the 8 groups had to create and design a product, and we are here to present our product to you, which is called the Shoe Shower. Doug.
Shoe Shower. So the way we came up with this idea was a couple weeks ago I was shooting in my backyard after purchasing some brand new white Nike cleats, and realized after shooting that they're now a dark brown color, and I spent about 30 minutes just kind of scrubbing them off and trying to clean them, and I had to wait a whole day for them to dry off, and then went downstairs the next day and saw they're now a light brown shade that I couldn't really remove, so I thought there had to be a better way.
The problem. So athletic shoes constantly get dirty, and there isn't really a great way to clean them. Washing machines don't really do the job as a result of the tumble effect. Oh, we're good. I'm sorry. As a result of the tumble effect in the washing. Oh, okay. All right. I think we're good. Okay. As a result of the tumble effect in the washing machine and the fact that most people typically use warm water, and because of this, the glue that holds the shoe together comes off. So as a result, the shoe deteriorates at a quicker rate than if you were to wear them out until they would fall apart, or however you choose to stop wearing shoes. So the other thing is that sinks don't really do the job. So they remove an outer layer of the dirt or grass stain that's on the outside of the shoe, but there's a thin layer that's actually embedded into the fibers of the shoe. So as a result, you can't get the shoe back to the original state. So this is the Shoe Shower, our product, a little 3D rendering. So what we're trying to do is we're going to use 6 shower heads to clean the shoe from all different angles. And the device has a drain on the bottom which collects the dirt and the excess water, and there's a cartridge, as you can see, that we put in our detergent pods into the inside, so that that's how the shoes are cleaned. And there's a simple interface for either white shoes or colored shoes, so it's a very simple device to use. You press 1 or 2 buttons. And lastly, there are a set of fans to dry the shoes so that when the cycle is finished, you are able to remove your shoes and wear them immediately. So we have a home model and an industrial model. The home model only can fit 1 pair of shoes, while the industrial model is able to fit 9 over 3 racks. Yeah.
All right, so U.S.-based consumers bought the most shoes per capita in 2013. According to the American Apparel and Footwear Association, each individual bought 7.5 pairs of shoes. So we're looking at 2.4 billion shoes estimated sold each year in the United States. Let's just say we take 2 of the 7.5 are athletic shoes, so 640 million athletic shoes are sold in the U.S. each year. And as a conservative estimate, let's just say that 30% of the shoes right now are dirty. So for validation, we looked at 3 different clientele: an athletic administrator, a parent, and an athlete. Speaking to each one, we discovered there's a common theme that no one really had a true solution to this problem. Most of them just thought about going to the store, buying some shoe cleaner, cleaning the shoe, getting the drain clogged with dirt and other debris, and then leaving them outside to then come back to see them still dirty.
Okay, so our revenue model. So what we're trying to do is a simple bait and hook model. So much like how a Keurig is used, where you put the little coffee pot cup things in and you close it, that's how we continue to get customers to come back. So our device, or our box, or the shoe shower, we don't sell for a huge profit. We sell it actually probably for wholesale. And then we make the majority of our money on the cartridge pods that are used for either the white shoes or the colored shoes, as you can see up there. And as a result, we get our customers to continue to come back to us. So it's a successful business. That's the shoe shower. We would be happy to answer any questions you have about the shoe shower. Wait.
Before we take questions, okay? Ask the question, listen to the question. We can answer the question. Keep going, okay? If they think it's a dumb question, they say it's a dumb question. Okay? Go ahead, Hank.
Stand.
I'm going to add one more thing, though. These guys already won, right? They won a contest that was judged by people who know a lot more than we do, right? Last year's questions weren't thoughtful or kind. If you want to learn more, ask the question. If you want to make these guys embarrassed, don't ask the question. That's not what we're here to do. Try to recognize and respect your classmates who've already won a competition. Thank you. Go ahead, Hank.
Shh.
No, it's fine.
Nope. Stop. Yes.
Right. He, if I'm correct, Hank, you asked if the inside of the shoe will get wet? Yes, the inside of the shoe will get wet.
That's why they're fans, so that the shoe is then dried
Yes.
once the cycle is finished.
Yes. Colton?
So it's difficult because none of us here are engineers or electricians, but when trying to figure out kind of the cost per part, it came out to be roughly $75, but not necessarily sure how like engineering and electrical work is done. I can't tell you a specific answer.
Probably around 100 for the small model, and then we're still yet to find the price for the bigger model. Thank you, Coleman. Mr. Ciotti.
It's interesting that you mentioned Keurig. I'm a big Keurig user.
He likes his pods.
Question for this model. So you said that the replacement is going to sell the machine at cost. That's a good idea. Also, when customers come back and the machines are not working, Keurig actually replaces the machine at no cost. So you might want to think of something like that.
Wait. Thank you for your input. Okay. All right. Yeah, Jeremy Brown. Jeremy.
Jeremy.
What was your question?
Enzymes.
Dumb question.
Say like
How does it clean? So it's similar to a washing machine, except for the fact that there is no tumble effect. The tumble effect actually is the main cause for why the glue is removed from the shoe.
cartridges.
And then we use the two different cartridges that have different cleaning purposes to clean the shoe. There are way too many questions.
Is it Spencer?
Uh,
Is it Churchill?
Thomas Booker?
Can you give me an idea of like just about how big the shoe shower is?
So that like
Talking to the mic. Speaking to the mic. Sorry.
that like yay big. Like this.
What was the question?
I would say the industrial model is like probably roughly the size of this podium, probably a little bit smaller, hopefully.
A little smaller.
I only did this rendering in like Photoshop, so I don't like actually know how like big or small it will end up being.
Yet. We will know soon.
There's way too many questions.
Nah, I'll take
All right. Will Demuth.
Fisher.
We would like to make a lot of money.
No. Okay, all right. We're gonna go to the next question.
Sorry, Will. Next question.
President Piper, President.
Mr. Bond.
All right, so kind of go off Jeremy's question. So is the water just going to spray onto the shoes, or like how does the detergent get involved? Or like how does it actually work?
So inside the shoe shower there'd be some sort of hook, where because for leather shoes, if you don't put some kind of inside, the shoes will shrink. So there'll be some kind of like you know what a shoehorn is? Something like that inside the device, so then the detergent and water could go through the shoe as also outside the shoe.
So like the detergent will get like sprayed onto the shoe?
And also inside.
Spencer Churchill.
That sounds like a mistake.
Well, it's better than a sink. Say dumb question.
Next question. Mr. Freed.
So, how many cartridge bolts come in a pack, and how much does that pack of cartridge worth cost?
Good question.
So our idea was we were going to sell roughly 10 cartridges or pods or cartridge pods in a pack, and we were going to sell them for roughly $20 because what we've learned is from the average cost per wash for like laundry detergent, most laundry detergents, I want to say the average was around 24 cents. So if we were to use the same amount of detergent, that's how we would gain our markup and be able to create a revenue. Okay. Ben Levinson.
Would the cartridges essentially be laundry detergent or something different?
Similar. We're working on a proprietary mix.
Last one.
They're pretty addictive.
Mike Willis.
Stand up. Stand up.
Stand up.
Introduce yourself.
See how white shoes, they also like sweat a lot and they get like that brown tint to them. Will the shoe shower fix that tint as well, or does it only fix dirt?
Go ahead.
Fix that.
Thank you, Mike. We hope that it will fix it. We're not sure yet, but we will let you know.
Thank you guys for your questions. We will take them back to the design lab and hopefully come out with a real product for you someday. Just a reminder, basketball tonight, 7 o'clock, green out. Yeah.
All right. Mr. Campbell's going to talk a little bit about the cards that you got in your mailbox and also an opportunity.
Good morning, gentlemen. So earlier this week, just about all of you received your ID cards. There are a few that came in earlier today that should be in your mailboxes at some point today. But I want to talk to you a little bit about these cards and kind of the change. As you know, you got your regular photo ID card, but then there's also another card attached to that. This new card is going to enable you to do several things. One is that instead of using the PIN codes that you've normally been using to get in and out of buildings, you'll be able to swipe these cards to get into the buildings on those keypads. So test your card out, make sure it works. If it doesn't work, pop by the ETS office and we'll take a look for you. Secondly, to this point so far this school year, you've been entering your student ID number when you go to pick up your print jobs at several of the printers using our new system. You'll see it as a little black USB card reader device attached to those printers. You'll be able to, again, use your card. Instead of punching in your student ID, just swipe your card, your print jobs will come up just like they have been, and you'll be able to print them that way. So less key entry for you, a little bit faster. Another piece that we're just in the process of working out, should be done within the next few days, is when you go to the school store and you're getting ready to buy something, normally someone will have to type in your name to find your name in the system in order to charge you for your purchases. Again, there's a card reader down there. You swipe your card, it'll be able to pull you up, and it'll just make that process a little faster. So, again, if you have any issues with your cards at any time, please stop by the office. Please make sure you carry these cards with you. It's no good if you got it at home, right? So yes, you'll still use it for testing like you normally have and all that other stuff as your identification, but definitely make sure you carry these cards around. It'll get you in and out of buildings faster. It'll get all this other stuff done for you faster as well. And as we find new ways to use these cards, we'll certainly implement them as best as we can. Question?
If we keep the cards like the back of our phone, will that mess with anything?
Not at all. Should be all good. And I think there are some of those little things that you can attach to the back of your phone in the bookstore that you can feel free to buy it and try out your card when you go to buy it. Question? Yes, your PIN codes will still work if you forget your card. We'll continue that for this year, and then next year we'll revisit that. Question?
I've had issues with being after school not being able to collect comments. Will I be able to use that now?
The PIN code and the card will work the same in terms of the hours that you have access to the building. So if there's something else going on where this is, whether during the school day or if it's later in the day, we'll have to talk to Mr. McGee about that. All right? Any other questions about this? See one in the back. Yeah, yes, if you lose your card, please let us know right away, because obviously if someone does find your card and they start using your card and we don't know, they're going to get in, right? So let us know as soon as possible if you lose your card, and we will then work with you to replace it as quickly as possible, okay? All right, moving on to the next piece now. We've talked earlier this year about having a coding kind of app making club, and we're going to get that started. It's a club where you're going to really put some thought into working either individually or preferably with a group on designing an app, actually like an app that you'll be able to download on your phone and actually use. So I want to encourage those of you who are interested in doing that, in designing an app, to certainly let me know, and we'll get everything scheduled and get that going. It's going to be pretty exciting. The first time that we're doing this particular group using this particular platform, I think you'll enjoy it. And again, it'll be apps that once you and your classmates make these apps, everyone else here at Gilman and obviously outside will be able to download and use that app as well. So if you've had ideas about what you want to design, what you want to do, what will be that really cool app, here's your opportunity to actually start working on that, all right? Thanks a lot. Looking forward to talking with you. Enjoy.